All right, what's in the box? Amy Snelling, PT, says, all I see, there's a tweet and we have like 19 paragraphs. So Amy couldn't get this across in one post, which means it's got to be true. It's got to be correct. She couldn't figure out how to, this wasn't enough, right? All I see is lean. All I see are lean muscular people is lean. All I see is lean muscular people talking about what's best for fat people's quote health without ever actually asking them. What? What? Asking them? Okay, let me tell you something about someone who knows nothing about it. If you are fat, I'll tell you something. Yeah, hold on, I'll tell you something. If you're fat, you probably don't know what's right for your health. I can use a lot of examples. If you have 5 failed businesses, you obviously don't know how to run a business. If you've been playing the piano for 10 years and you suck, you don't really know how to play a piano. What do you mean? Talking about what's best for fat people's health? Well, they don't know what they're doing. Obviously, that's why they're fucking obese. If you're fat, you're obviously not doing everything correctly. And it doesn't mean that you're going to look like everyone else. I don't want everyone to look the same. That'd be boring. But you have to understand where your shortcomings are. You're not going to be good at everything. If you don't know everything or you're not implementing, it's like, look, you might have damaged your body for 30 years, so you're always going to have a little extra body fat. Maybe you can't get rid of it all because you just have fucked up your body for 30 fucking years. 30 fucking years. I love how everyone just thinks like, oh, I can't change, so I'm not supposed to lose weight. That's why I can't change. Well, maybe it's because you literally did 40 years of damage to your body, so there's only so much you can do to reverse it. I mean, think about this. If you have, how much rust can you have on a car before you're like, we just have to fucking get a new car? I mean, how much damage can you have to a building before you have to just knock it down and just nothing you can do to really repair it completely? It's just fundamentally like you're just trying to keep it going, keep it up. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so this is all she sees. Muscular people, AKA me. Thank you very much because I take care of my fucking health. Talking about what's best for fat people's health. I'm talking about what's good for all people's health. 7 pillars. So I don't care if you're skinny. The 7 pillars apply for thin, black, white, yellow, red, pink, purple people all over the world. It's 7 pillars. Doesn't matter. Everyone. So let's see what she says. Holy shit. All right. Holy fucking shit. So we have like 9 pages because Amy Snelling needs to explain this for some fucking reason with a goddamn blog post. Let's read through it. There's good reason you won't see a fat person openly start a conversation about the obesity epidemic. Note that she put an asterisk over the E. So this person's a twat. You funt. You funt. You won't see a fat person openly start a conversation about the obesity. Right. I wonder why. There's a good reason. There's a good reason why a fat person won't openly. There's probably a good reason why an alcoholic won't openly talk about, or a heroin addict will just openly talk about the opioid epidemic. Probably because it's a sensitive issue. And I don't know, people just usually just don't casually talk about their struggles, which is why the Swole fam's so awesome. But anyway, first sentence down, let's get into it. Why start a conversation about something that dehumanizes your very existence? How does that dehumanize you? There is an obesity epidemic. We have to fundamentally change the food, the pharmaceutical industry, the mindset of parents, of children, of the education school system. Everything's geared towards getting you fat and making you dependent on debt, dependent on drugs, depending on those addictions. It's keeping you a fucking prisoner. Do you want to be a prisoner? Do you want to be a pawn? You do realize this keeps you in all sorts of prisons. It keeps you dependent on the system, dependent on the sick care, dependent on these addictive foods. You are a part of the fucking machine and you are a prisoner. You're a slave if you eat these foods. You are legitimately a slave if you eat these addictive foods. You're a slave. If you want to enslave yourself, fine. You're enslaving your brain with social media and mainstream media. You're a slave to food. If you want to be a fucking slave, go for it. Everyone's complaining about oppression and racism and all this shit. It's like, well, you're enslaving yourself every time you take a bite of these fucking vegetable oil fried ass foods that are keeping you hooked on them. It's just blocking your brain function. Everyone knows because we read these tweets and we read these posts and we're like, oh my God, your brain doesn't function. Obviously, it does not function properly. And we feel pity. Lean, muscular, fit pros are forever talking about fat. Yeah. Yes, we are. 75% of the population's overweight and obese. How to get rid of or how to reduce it. Some of them are on a constant quest to just simply prove how bad fat is for your health. I'm not on a quest at all. I'm just pointing out facts. A quest to prove what there's abundant proof. I don't have to prove anything. I'm just stating it. Or forever reiterating it, the only way to be healthy is to lose weight. No, the only way to be healthy is to approach your body with a healthy mindset and a healthy approach and make proper decisions, and then you'll lose weight. Again, wrong. Every sentence you're wrong. They are conceptualized as authority figures in fitness due to visible muscles and common sense, but don't hurt yourself. All the while missing one key factor which could help them not only find better solutions for their clients, but also form a better view of what health actually means. Oh, do tell us, because you know the answer. They don't actually ask fat people anything. They refuse to learn what life can be like for a fat person to exist in a fat-phobic society. They do no listening. Oh, we do a lot of listening. To the data, to the stats, to people being miserable, to people begging for help. If I told you how many times I had people in person crying about how uncomfortable and how unhealthy they are, crying, miserable, at their wits' end because they're so fucking unhealthy and so uncomfortable that they don't think they could even fucking go on another day of living. So let's keep on going. They have fat people screaming in their comment sections about how much they exercise or how well they eat. Yeah. Okay. Let me pause right here. How much they exercise. Most people don't do it properly. Most people don't do the right types of exercise, and most people don't eat well. Everyone thinks they eat fucking well. Everyone thinks, oh, I eat so well. Tell me. They tell me, and I'm like, you're eating 9 out of 10 of the most inflammatory foods. So seriously, I wish I had a dime for every person that said they ate healthy that didn't eat healthy. Everyone thinks they eat healthy. Everyone thinks they're eating properly. Everyone says that. Everyone says their diet's great. Everyone thinks their fucking nutrition's on point. Bullshit. Fucking bullshit. That's the biggest load of shit. Of course, the fat people are screaming in their comment sections. They're defending themselves because they feel attacked because they know they're not doing it right. And they're frustrated, so they lash out rather than take personal responsibility. Like, all right, well, what am I doing wrong? And most trainers, most professionals or quote professionals don't talk about what I talk about. They don't talk about food quality. They talk about macros and fucking caloric deficits as if that's the only thing that is important. Let's see. Imagine having to shout about your health promoting behaviors because how you live your life is in constant question and under constant judgment and scrutiny because of how you look. It's your resume. It's the result of all the stuff that you do. What are you talking about? Waiting to get to your point. Imagine feeling like you need to prove your health or your compliance in certain behaviors just to be respected. Well, people respect people that respect themselves. You have to prove respect. You have to earn respect. You have to prove that you respect yourself. No one's going to respect you if you don't respect yourself. Instead of telling people what to do or what not to do, why don't we ask, how can I support you? Oh yeah, how can I put an arm around your shoulder and make sure that your feelings aren't hurt? Or tell me what you're going through. I'm not a psychologist. Tell me what you're going through. Fucking step up. It's because we raised a generation of goddamn pussies. So now everyone needs, like, how can I support you? Oh, you can support me by not being mean to me. You can support me by not telling me the truth. You can support me by not telling me facts. You can support me by not hurting my feelings. You can support me by only using words that aren't violent to me. Let's inject the humanity back in these conversations. The humanity. Rather than taking responsibility and actually executing on the tasks that will get you healthier, let's bring humanity and feelings and comfort back. Let's not actually help anyone change.